All right, enough of that music. What's going on, everyone? I don't know what happened today. For those who are live on stream, my apologies. I guess YouTube today just doesn't understand the meaning of the word random select. It played the same music like over and over this morning. I kept skipping Time Warp like 3 times. Back in Time song. I had to keep skipping it because it kept playing the same thing over and over. All right. What is going on, everybody? Welcome, my friends, to the final consecutive streaming day of the week for me. Welcome to what's going to be a fun day full of good stuff. I'm excited for today because we got a new playthrough. We've got some fun late night stuff that you guys have been really enjoying and asking for more. A big challenge tonight for me. Today's going to be a good streaming day for sure. So today's Monday the 24th of August 2020, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope that you guys are in a good mood and ready for some great stuff on the streams. I know I am. No matter what happens today, we will have a lot of fun, right? So, good stuff, good stuff. Let's talk a little bit. All right. We got a good schedule coming up here. Hold on one second here. I'm trying to... Here we go. Okay. Well, all right. All right. Quick, a couple things I like to talk about today on the pre-stream. One, I'm just going to gloss over because I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. But let's talk about the schedule first before we get to anything else. All right? Let's talk about what we're doing today, which is pretty cool. Today we return to Arkham City, ladies and gentlemen. Arkham City. Now, I'm well aware that most of you who watch me today probably have not been watching me since the start of my run on YouTube. I started way back in 2008. That is right, if you can believe it. This is my 12th anniversary. This coming fall is my 12th anniversary as a content creator on YouTube. It'll be about, I believe, middle of September. 12 years putting out consistent content on the internet for you guys on a daily basis. Pretty crazy, huh? So, returning to Arkham City for the first time in 9 years. Arkham City came out in 2011, same year as games like Skyrim. And when I played it the first time around, I was blown away. I was like, this game really makes you feel like you're Batman. You get to wander in open world Gotham, all kinds of fun puzzles hidden throughout the city, challenges hidden throughout the city, side content, instead of just adhering to a formula of stuff, a lot of side content. And what Arkham City really did is it took the formula of Arkham Asylum from a couple of years previous, and it made it feel like this is the evolution of where games are going. And you know what? In reality, it's true, because when you take a look at what happened after Arkham City, many games went into this open world formula, exploring a large city, doing side content. I would say games like Assassin's Creed kind of followed suit. And you know, it was a great game. It absolutely was. It wasn't my pick for Game of the Year, only because I felt Skyrim slightly edged it out for Game of the Year in 2011. I actually said this on the pre-stream this morning. That was a year that was an outstanding year for games. I remember like almost every single release, major AAA release that came out in 2011 was outstanding. It was just a year of insanely great games, where it was just constant coverage of great game, great game, great game, great game. That was also a year when my popularity on YouTube was super duper high. And I was able to go to conventions and have a good time hanging out with friends. That was actually when I started work on various series like Project 7 later in the year. It was a crazy good year. It was a really good year. So, since then, there's been another Batman game, Arkham Knight, that came out in 2015. And since then, there have not been any more Batman Arkham games at all. In fact, the only other game that came out was Batman VR with the launch of the PSVR, and that was it. We've been waiting quite a long time now for new Batman stuff. Now, we know there's going to be Gotham Knights coming out next year. That's going to star everyone but Batman. And then in 2 years, we've got the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game coming out from Rocksteady, the same guys that made this Batman Arkham series. So that's a good thing. But this weekend that just passed was the big DC Fandom event that covered not only these new games that I just mentioned, but movies and all kinds of media. And I felt the fact that right now, number one, there's not a lot going on in the realm of new releases besides a bunch of smaller indie-style titles that aren't super popular, and there's not a lot of demand for. Number two, because there was such a giant DC event this last week. And number 3, because we recently did a viewer's choice poll and Batman Arkham City came in 3rd place in the poll, I decided let's do a return to Arkham City run. Okay, first time I'm playing this game in 9 years. It's the best, arguably, in the Arkham trilogy, and I'm excited to be going back to it today. Okay? So I hope you guys are excited for this playthrough. I am. I know some people will say, oh, it's an old game, I'm not going to watch it, it's not new. I hear ya. But at the same time, there's really nothing going on in the realm of new games. There's a Samurai Jack game, which I wasn't really high on, simply because I never watched the Samurai Jack cartoons. Battletoads game, which is reviewed poorly, and it's too short and not very fun. You know, there's a Control DLC coming out that has Adam Wake in it, and if I hear that it ends up being good, maybe I'll eventually check it out, but I haven't done any Control DLCs because you guys didn't really like Control last year when I played it. So for me, it's kind of like, nah, let's do something that I know I'm going to enjoy. Let's do something that's a cool throwback, right? A cool throwback vibe to 9 years ago, and let's have some fun with the Batman. I'm Batman, right? Good stuff. So this starts today, and this will be a playthrough that I'm going to be balancing with my Nier Automata playthrough for the next couple of weeks. And keep in mind, in early September, there are new releases. We've got Marvel's Avengers as well as the Tony Hawk Collection that I'll be playing. And so those games definitely will take priority once they come out. But by then, we'll probably be a good tear into this game. I don't remember exactly how long this game is with all of its side content. But we'll see. Now, I've already been asked, I haven't even started the game yet, and I've already been asked, Phil, will you be doing all the DLCs? Because remember, there were all kinds, there's a Harley Quinn DLC, I think there was a Catwoman DLC, there was all these DLCs for Arkham City, will you be checking them out? Well, that's very contingent. Contingent on a couple of things. The first question is that even included in this collection? Because I'm actually playing Return to Arkham, which was when they remastered basically Arkham Asylum and Arkham City and ported it to the modern generation of consoles. If you remember, this game came out during the PS3, Xbox 360 era, and they ported it to Xbox One and PS4. So I don't know if this collection includes the DLCs or not. I have no idea. If not, I don't even know if they're available or how much they cost, okay? But in addition to that, it's really contingent on time. Because if I'm playing this game and, you know, having fun, and I'm playing at my own pace, and we're doing all the side content in the game, and you guys are liking the playthrough, and you're like, man, we'd like to see more, and there's time for it, why not do the DLCs? But if I'm playing the game, and I get a decent audience, but it's not exactly hooking or resonating with the mainstream viewers, and, you know, we're running out of time, we're getting close to the new releases in early September, you know what I mean? It's like, oh man, then we probably won't do it. So it all depends. It depends on time, it depends on, you know, what happens, okay? So I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say a maybe, depending on if it's in this collection, which I don't know, and depending on time, okay? Someone just made a good point. I think it was Luke, said, if anything, this playthrough will be great because back in the day when I played the original game, I wasn't doing direct capture or anything. No live streaming, no direct capture. So the original playthroughs looked bad. Like, they were great playthroughs, but they looked terrible on YouTube because I was using a camera to record, and a lot of the stuff didn't look great at all. Now you'll be able to watch me play the full game with great visuals, right? And I agree. That's one of the awesome things about being able to go back and play games from those first 4 or 5 years that I was putting out content, is that now we could do it with much better graphics and, of course, with streaming, live streaming interactions, right? That's one of the coolest things about me in the modern day as a content creator, is that we have these fun interactive streams. We get to hang out and talk during the playthroughs, right? And I really enjoy that. I enjoy being able to talk with you guys while I'm doing this stuff. I can get your opinions. I can get your help with the freaking Riddler puzzles. Oh my god. I remember trying to do the Riddler puzzles, and some of them just stumped my effing brain, and I couldn't figure them out. Now I can actually get your help with the Riddler puzzles, and we can get through it. That's the other thing. This isn't the first time I'm playing the game, so if someone wants to help me with the Riddler puzzles, it's not, oh, spoilers. No, I already beat the game. So you can help me with that kind of stuff, you see? So this is good. This is good stuff, and I feel this playthrough should be a pretty awesome throwback. We haven't played a superhero game in quite some time, so this will be a fun jaunt for the next, you know, couple of weeks as we head into the hardcore gaming season of 2020. I feel this is a good way to bridge the time between now and when the new games start coming out in September. Okay? So I hope you guys are on board. I hope you guys are ready for some chill Batman fun over the next couple of weeks. Okay. Now, later tonight, on the late stream, it's do or die, ladies and gentlemen, because it's time for Fall Guys. And let me tell you guys, this is going to be a momentous Fall Guys stream. Here's why. In 2 hours, I have to try to get 2 wins. Because the limited edition Peabody outfit, that's Peabody, the character from Portal 2, is only available, I believe, until either the end of today or tomorrow. But I'm not playing it. I'm off tomorrow. So this is my final opportunity to get 2 more wins. Alright? Get 2 more crowns. And that would be enough to purchase the Peabody outfit. If I don't get 2 wins tonight, that Peabody outfit is gone for good, and I can never get it. Ever. I want it. It looks cool. I would love to wear the Peabody outfit. I really enjoyed Portal 2. It was a great game. So I hope I can get 2 wins tonight. It's all the pressure is on tonight for Fall Guys to see if I can get 2 wins. Keep in mind that sometimes in Fall Guys it has nothing to do with you whatsoever. It's team-based, and sometimes your team sucks ass and you just end up losing an entire round or match because of it, and it's frustrating. So we'll see what happens tonight. I'm very excited to see if I can get 2 wins tonight and we can get the Peabody outfit or not. It's all on the line. Okay? Alright. Good stuff. Now, tomorrow I'm off from streaming. No streaming tomorrow. Okay? I'm back on Wednesday. And on Wednesday we're going to do more Arkham City. That way we get 2 streams of it back to back. And get a good chunk into the game. And then Wednesday night, I'm doing more Fall Guys. That's right. It's a carbon copy of what we're doing today. We're going to do when I return on Wednesday. By then, it should be the new stuff. Like, the new stuff should be available in the game, Fall Guys. New outfits and stuff. So we'll see what's available for purchase and the like. Okay, that should be fun. Then on Thursday, I return to Nier Automata, the C Run. And boy, is the C Run very, very different from A and B. It's the continuation of the story. We've already had a major character who's out of the plot, and now we have a new character in there, and the plot is advancing in a way I never foresaw. We got speculation on what exactly is really going on. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you will join me for that on Thursday. Okay? Thursday night, the continuation of Fire Emblem 3 Houses, where we just finished up a bunch of major combat, and we're going to be heading into the end of a month. We'll see if we can wrap up a month this Thursday night. On Friday, it's going to be now wait a minute, I screwed this. I'm confusing myself here. I believe on Friday, yes, that's correct. On Friday we're going to be playing Tell Me Why. What is that? Well, Tell Me Why is the new episodic game from Don't Nod. Don't Nod is the same studio that made Life is Strange. And the first episode, I believe, comes out this Thursday. But being that it's not confirmed what time it's going to be available, I figured I would wait a day just to be sure that it's there. So I'm going to be checking it out on Friday. Okay? That's the main stream on Friday. Friday night, my weekly throwback Street Fighter session where we play old school Street Fighter. That should be fun. Saturday, it's going to be a major stream of Paper Mario the Origami King. 4 hours of progress in Paper Mario this coming Saturday. And then Saturday night, it's going to be more Fall Guys, okay? Sunday, it's going to be more Arkham City and more Paper Mario at the night stream. So that way we get 6 hours of progress in Paper Mario this week because we're really trying to push to make progress. I'm hoping we can get a big chunk, if not finish World 4, okay? And then on Monday, more Nier Automata and Fall Guys, okay? And that is the streaming week, okay? That is the streaming week. I'm excited for it. It sounds fun. A good variety of stuff. We got RPGs. We've got action-based games. We've got superheroes. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. Fighting games. It's a great week. Okay? And I hope that you guys will join me for the variety of streams. The thing is about me, as you just heard, I play a wide variety of games on purpose so that there's a good different thing every single stream. And that way you don't feel like any 2 streams are the same. You could like one kind of game and check out one stream. If you don't like another kind of game, you can come back when there's something being played that you like. That's what I pride myself on, being a variety streamer, okay? That's good stuff, okay? Outside of that, we are currently still going and voting for the marathon. There's a gaming marathon I'm going to be doing in September, and you guys are still voting. I have not checked on the votes yet. I haven't had a chance. I'm going to leave that poll going probably until Wednesday or Thursday, and that's when we're going to close off the poll. So you have a few final days here to vote on what you want to see for a gaming marathon. I hope that you guys will vote. Please do. From what I'm to understand, it's only a small handful of votes that are determining what's going to win this thing. Okay? So, the choices are Indies Marathon, Classic Super Mario Brothers Marathon, or Rage-Inducing Marathon. Okay? Please vote. Once the vote is closed, I will see what the results are, and based on the results, you may be able to nominate games. Like, for example, if it's indie games or rage-inducing games, you'll be able to nominate the games that I'll play during that marathon coming up in September. It's probably going to be late September, FYI. Okay? Now, outside of that, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else off the top of my head right now. I don't think so. I don't think we have too much else to talk about in regards to my schedule and gaming and everything going on. All right, so real quick, 2 things for me to talk about and get a little bit off my chest. First of all, I just want to talk a little bit about PayPal and the chargebacks that I've been getting recently for some clarification purposes, because you guys have been seeing some weird tips happen on my stream. Sometimes you see these tips that are very insulting stuff, and obviously you know those are tips that are coming in from trolls, right? And so you're well aware that probably a lot of these are going to get charged back, and I'm going to have to argue with PayPal over, keeping this money or not. And, this comes with the territory. When you're a streamer like me and you rely on crowdfunding, you're going to get people who are going to try to abuse the system and literally break the law. Because when you fraudulently lie to your credit card company or to PayPal, and you say, I didn't mean to do this tip, or this was an unauthorized tip, or any reason, any number of things that could be said to lie to these companies, you're breaking the law every single time. You're committing fraud. And these people do it on a regular basis because they think they can mess with streamers and get away with it, because let's face it, no one prosecutes people who do this. So what's happened to me in the past couple of weeks is I've had a bunch of chargebacks come in because there was a time period near the end of July where we had someone who was coming to the streams on a regular basis and basically tipping in other people's names. They would never use one name. They would use a different name. Sometimes they would impersonate another stream chatter. Sometimes they would just make up a name that was kind of stupid. And they would drop a bunch of tips saying things to derail the stream. And I was very skeptical of counting those tips on many of the streams because I was like, this doesn't seem like legit, it happened, and now here we are weeks later. These people have tried with their financial institutions to claim that these were unauthorized transactions. So it's upwards of $300 plus that this has happened to. And the process, the way that it works when you get these, okay, is you have to contact PayPal. Okay, PayPal will tell you that you got a chargeback notice. You then lose that money. That money gets frozen in your account, essentially, and you lose it for now. It's basically in limbo, okay? Now, it's your job to give PayPal information on what exactly that entailed, what was that transaction, because PayPal doesn't know. They're just getting information usually from a financial institution, like a credit card or a bank, saying, oh, we're putting a freeze on this because we were notified that it's a fraudulent transaction or something like that. So typically what I need to do, okay, is I need to get all my information together, all right, and based on the information that I have, I send it to PayPal for them to review the process and see what's going on. And what I've been doing recently, which actually has been pretty much working, and I'm pleased about that, is I will explain, this is not any kind of a purchase. This is not something that happened on eBay or somewhere else. I'm not a vendor that sells a product. I'm a live streamer on Twitch. And this was a tip that happened during my live stream. I will link the live stream to them so they have it. They have the evidence that this person tipped during the stream and a pop-up message happened and all of that. I send them all that information. But in addition, what I'll look at is if this person also has a history of tipping and if it's all linked. So, for example, if this is a person who tipped me 5 times during 3 days and all 5 messages were insulting messages, right? And they did it under different names or whatever, okay? I'll capture all that information and send it to PayPal. And what a lot of people don't realize is that Streamlabs, that's the third-party program / website that I use to track all of my contributions, does a good job, not a great job, but a good job, I would say, of trying to associate different contributions with the same person. It tracks multiple different things like PayPal accounts and IP addresses and all kinds of stuff. All right. Not that I have access to that data. They won't just tell me, oh, here's the PayPal information or here's the IP address. But what it'll do is it'll categorize it. All right. So, basically what I do is I get all this information together and I send it to PayPal. All right. Now, it's hit or miss, but recently I've hit way more than I've missed. Okay. And what I mean by that is, let's say, for example, I get 5 chargebacks from the same person. If I put all that information into PayPal, I've actually won the vast majority of these chargebacks, okay? Which is good, because it used to be completely, you didn't know what was going to happen, and sometimes you would sit on these for months and months and you get no information at all from these guys, and then all of a sudden there's no resolution, and you're like, well, I guess I lost it, I don't know. But recently I've been winning most of them, which is great. All right, I've been winning most of them, and just this morning I won 2. Yesterday I won 1. But the thing that gets me is every once in a while, this happened about 2 days ago, I lost 1. And the thing that gets me about it is that there's no information whatsoever from PayPal about what the process is that they determine whether or not something's legit and if you keep the money or not. There's just no explanation. I can tell you, I win most of them. But every once in a while, there's one where you lose. And I don't understand the whole process or the reasoning. Because the thing is, I'm submitting the same exact information for every single one of these. It's not like, oh, for this one I didn't have a lot of info and this one I had more. I submit the same amount of information. I explain I'm a live streamer. I link them to the stream where the tip came in so that they can see the pop-up message. Okay, I send them the information of this is a person who tipped me. Here's their information. You can see they did a series of contributions here, here, here. And if most of the time I'm winning these, why every once in a while is there one that they determine, oh, no, sorry, we didn't rule in your favor this time? Why? It doesn't make any sense. And the problem with PayPal is there's no one you can talk to about this. If you call them, their customer service line will say, well, this is determined by a different department, and they don't have any phone support. So you basically just have to live with whatever they decide. And I gotta ask, who is doing this? Where is this department located? Who do they staff for this department? What education do these people have about transactions like this on the internet to even know what's you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. You would think that PayPal would be more transparent about how this works and say, here's the process, here's how it goes, here's the information we need from you to figure this out. Instead, they just kind of make you sit around and hope that they do the right thing. But the good news is, it's been very positive recently, even though these idiots have been trying to pull this crap on my streams. And I'm telling you, I know you guys have seen it. You get a tip every once in a while. It's a very insulting tip or something stupid. I ignore it. I don't read it out. You know that idiot is going to try to charge that tip back because they're just fucking stupid. But I've been winning most of them. So I can tell you, these trolls are angry because they thought they were going to get away with it. They were like, man, I'm going to get a pop-up that insults Phil on his stream, and then I'm going to get my money back too. And they haven't been getting their money back at all. And we're talking upwards of, big transactions, transactions around $15, $20, $50, $60 transactions. And I'm keeping all that money because they're morons. So that's good news. And I just want to let you guys know, if ever tips come in here and you notice that I'm not giving a shout out for a contribution, there's a very good reason why. Sometimes it might be that behind the scenes I'm checking and it's actually a person I know is a troll and they're just going to be an asshole and charge me back for it. So I'm not going to read it out then. Okay. So please understand that, because sometimes you guys will say, oh, Phil, there was a tip, you didn't read it. There's a good reason why. Okay. Please understand I'm on top of it. There may be a time every once in a while that I do legitimately miss something, but for the most part, I'm on top of it and I know what I'm doing. All right, so please, that's why, okay? Because some people were confused. Like last night, there was a few, and people were like, why isn't Phil reading these out? Like, that's why, because I knew who it was. It was an asshole who's been doing this recently, and I'm just going to fucking ignore him and not give him the time of day, okay? Okay. Now, one final thing before we get into shout-outs. I have a statement to make. It's very simple. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because it's not worth a lot of time, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, you are well aware there are people on the internet who on a daily basis make videos on YouTube that are less than truthful in order to create drama and in order to get clickbait views from dumb asses on YouTube who believe nonsense. There are people who just go to YouTube just for drama's sake. They actually don't care if what they're watching is logically or factually correct or not. They just want drama. So they just watch garbage on YouTube because that's what they want, okay? There's been a content creator on YouTube who for many years has constantly slandered me. And there's a difference between someone who, for example, is live restreaming me and kind of lampoons me and makes fun of me live. You know, let's take some jabs at Phil and restream him and make fun of him. Okay. There's a difference between someone who watches a playthrough and edits it and makes it, this is how you don't play, and makes fun of me. Okay. There's a difference between someone like them versus this kind of guy. Now, this kind of person, I feel, is bottom of the barrel, okay? Someone who literally fabricates things in videos to make me look bad so that they can get clickbait views with no actual corroboration factually of what's going on in these videos they're making. They just make shit up to basically get attention, okay? This one particular person on YouTube made videos that were factually incorrect. There was a video they made years ago when I was playing this game. Remember that game where you were fighting giant green orcs that looked like they were from Warcraft? And it was kind of like Attack on Titan. You were going around with swords and chopping their fucking limbs off. Gory blood was squirting all over or whatever, right? I can't remember the name of the game anyway. But it was a terrible, terrible game. The game really sucked. But I was one of the few people who actually played this game from start to finish. Okay, I actually beat it. And I'm one of the very few people who beat this game. Most people who actually tried this game out gave it up. They hated it and said, we're not going to continue to play it. This game really sucks ass. Extinction, that was the name of the game. Extinction, thank you. That was the name of the game, okay? I beat it. This asshole, this actual disingenuous piece of shit, made a video saying I rage quit it. Because there was one session of the game where at the end, it was the end of my stream. I was out of time for playing. I was trying to finish up a mission by the end of the stream, and the game basically was being really stupid. I can't remember if it was a game glitch or if the game was just really frustrating the way they made it, and it made me angry. And I said, God damn it, I can't beat it. I lost. I can't beat it. I got angry. I swore at the game, and I ended my session of gameplay for the day. It wasn't like I just turned the stream off and said, fuck this, I'm never doing this again, or whatever. I just said, okay, well, this sucks. I didn't beat it today. I'm very angry at the game. It pisses me off. I'll come back to it and continue later in the week. This guy lied and made a video saying Phil rage quits Extinction. That was the actual video. And all he did is he cut out the actual end of my stream, and he just showed me getting angry at the game and saying that I rage quit the game. I didn't play it again. It's factually wrong. I beat it. I went back and beat the game. But he lies in his videos. This guy 100% lies in his videos to get clickbait views on YouTube. He does not factually back anything up with evidence. All right? The reason I'm bringing this up today is because I'm pissed that people like this get away with shit on YouTube. That they can just regularly make shit up, and YouTube is somehow okay with that. I'm at a loss of how YouTube can allow it, because that is the definition of slander or defamation, whatever you want to consider it in video form. I'm not sure if you consider that print or spoken word form, but it's 100% a lie. Guess what? It's slander or defamation. All right? It's one or the other. Okay? It's illegal. You can't do it. But people get away with this on YouTube every single fucking day. And it's one thing, again, if you're going to lampoon me and make fun of me because you restream me and you're making fun of me during a live stream, okay, fair enough. If you're going to make a this is how you don't play video and highlight my actual fails that actually happen, fair enough. But if you're going to actually lie about me, now you can go fuck yourself. Okay? That's where I draw the line. Okay? So this guy made a video yesterday about me saying that I am defending the disgusting Netflix movie Cuties. And he goes on to say that this movie on Netflix is basically glamorizing pedophilia and sexually giving sexuality to young girls. Okay? That's what he's saying. And he's saying that I defended this movie, and therefore I must be for the sexualizing of underage girls and pedophilia. That's literally what he's insinuating in this video. Okay? Didn't happen at all. This movie, this stupid movie Cuties on Netflix, which I don't care about and I'm not going to watch, all right, had a disgusting marketing campaign done for it where it shows these underage girls in like dance outfits that are revealing, and they're basically, they promoted it acting like it's an 11-year-old twerking troupe of girls. Watch our movie, Cuties. And everyone admittedly got disgusted at this. Like, what the fuck is this movie? This movie is gross. Why would this movie exist? Well, come to find out, that's actually not the topic of the movie. Why some idiot who works at Netflix thought that that's how they were going to promote the movie and it was going to get popularity, no one knows. All right, this is actually a French movie written by a woman, and it's supposed to be based on her real-life experience, based on a true story, where when she was growing up in France, she was part of a conservative Muslim family and basically wanted to be a dancer, and was told constantly by her family that no, that dance is too sexualized and it could lead into things like being sexualized as a girl, which obviously is fucked up and it should not happen. And the whole plot of the movie is the story of a girl growing up in a conservative Muslim family being told by her family, no, it's against your religion to do this stuff. And she dances the line between, it's a coming of age film apparently, and dances the line between, I'm growing up and I want to do this kind of stuff that's liberating and it's fun and it lets me, celebrate myself as a person. But you have to dance the fine line here, because it's absolutely true that getting into that kind of stuff can get you into sexualized stuff when you're underage, which you shouldn't be, right? And that's the actual movie. It's a coming of age movie about growing up as a girl and being faced with the fact that you are doing fun stuff, but people can sexualize it, which is disgusting. And going against your, your family's wishes in order to be, not to say that it's kind of like Footloose, but it's kind of like Footloose with a modern twist, right? At least that's what I'm to understand. I've read a movie synopsis, and I've actually read several things written about this movie because I was interested. I was like, how could this movie exist on Netflix? How the fuck would they allow it on Netflix? It sounds disgusting. And then when I actually did 5 minutes of research, I found out the movie is not at all as they marketed it. It's completely mismarketed. It's actually the opposite. This movie does not promote nor condone the sexualization of girls. In fact, it's the opposite. It actually condemns it. It criticizes and condemns it and says, no, that's fucked up and wrong, and it shouldn't happen in modern society. But this is a movie that goes there and discusses that it actually happens. Okay? That's the movie. For anyone who does actual research on the movie, that's what it is. Why is this movie controversial? It's because they marketed it wrong. They marketed it as if, oh, it's a movie with 11-year-olds who are twerking. They're like, what? That's not the subject matter of the movie at all. And for them to be promoting it like that is actually completely dishonest and gross, quite frankly. I think that that's absolutely disgusting, and whoever was promoting it should be fired, because that's fucking nasty. And that's why Netflix said, oh God, what are we doing? And they immediately changed all their marketing and said, this is wrong, we can't do it like this. Okay? So, I talked about this, what was it, yesterday or the day before? I don't actually remember when I even talked about it on my stream, but I went over all this, okay? And this is all true. You can look all this up for yourself. Again, anyone who takes 5 minutes to actually do research about the whole situation here would realize that this is the truth of the matter about this movie, okay? Well, this asshole makes a video saying, I'm defending this disgusting pedophilic movie. And, of course, by doing that, he insinuates that I condone pedophilia and the sexualization of little girls. Are you a fucking... Talk about a lying, dishonest piece of fucking shit. This guy is the absolute bottom of the barrel when it comes to content creation. He is the worst, lowest form of content creator. Should not be allowed on YouTube. Should not be allowed on the fucking internet. He's a blatant fucking liar. Okay? So, allow me to ask you a question. Alright? I'm going to pose this to all of you. If a movie contains something as part of the subject matter, does it absolutely by default means that it condones it? Well, let's think. Schindler's List covered the Holocaust. Did Schindler's List condone the Holocaust? Of course not. There were horrible, horrible things that happened in Schindler's List, but it was made to criticize the Holocaust and say this is a horrible thing that happened in our history, right? How about Roots or Django Unchained? Man, those movies deal with slavery. Did those movies condone slavery? No. It showed horrible fucking scenes of terrible things that happened in our history that are real, and they're made to criticize those horrible fucking things. Just because there's something in a movie doesn't mean it condones the subject matter. It means it's there to criticize it. Right? You can make a movie that has something in it that's bad, and then you could call it out for being bad. That doesn't mean the movie is disgusting and is condoning it. I mean, if you're calling a movie that criticizes and condemns the sexualization of little girls disgusting just because it has that subject matter, you might as well call Schindler's List disgusting, Roots is disgusting. Wow, these are all disgusting movies, right? No. Anyone with a mature brain in their fucking head would know that this is not the case, all right? But that's the problem with guys like this content creator. He's not mature. He is out to outright lie to make garbage for the internet that dumb fucks, okay, will believe. So there you go. That's the problem. The people who watch that content are the lowest common denominator of people. They don't care if what they're watching is true or not. They're watching to create drama. The problem is when you get a group of idiots like that who now go on the internet and start spreading it around as fucking fact. It's not, okay? It's dangerous to allow this kind of content creator to exist. Because if this guy is allowed to go around and say whatever he wants and people believe it, that's fucked up. That's not right to literally make shit up to get views and clickbait and make money on YouTube with no corroboration of fact. Phil rage quit a game that I actually fucking beat. I was one of the few people on the internet to beat that video game and stick around and not give up on it. Yet this motherfucker makes a video blatantly saying I rage quit it, which is fucking wrong. Now you're going to say I'm defending a disgusting movie. I'm not defending a disgusting movie that is somehow promoting pedophilia. I'm actually stating facts because I did 5 minutes of research about a movie that criticizes sexualization of minors and pedophilia. But you don't know that because you're a brain-dead fucking idiot, a mouth-drooling moron who makes fucking lying videos to make money because you're the lowest form of content creator. You're a hack. You don't deserve the right to put out content like that. You don't. And you're lucky that YouTube allows that kind of fucking trash. And this is why I don't make videos exclusively for YouTube anymore. I'm not going to waste my time with a website that 100% allows garbage, allows filth, allows people to lie and slander and say nasty things that are not true and try to drag people through the mud for personal gain. This is the vast majority of what's popular on YouTube these days, these drama videos, these nasty fucking videos about people, and I'm not playing that fucking game. I'm here to put out fun gameplay streams for you guys on a daily basis. That's what I'm here for. And have a good time with games. I'm not going to sit here and constantly be talking about negative shit, which is why I wanted to get this off my chest this morning, get it out of the way, so we can have a fun day with Batman and Fall Guys and not have to worry about fucking bullshit. I'm not putting up with some dumb motherfucker who wants to fucking lie about me and completely make shit up that's not true. You can go fuck yourself. And I'm never going to allow someone to do that. It's one thing, again, to make fun of me for stupid shit that I do on my stream. You want to live restream and joke about it? Fine. Lampoon me all you want. You want to make this is how you don't play videos? Fine. Make fun of my gameplay all you want. But the moment that your mouth opens and you say something that's blatantly a lie, fuck off. I'm not putting up with your dumb shit. You're just lucky. You're lucky that YouTube allows you to make your garbage. And you should praise the fucking sun, like Solaire, every day that you're allowed to stay on that website. Because it ain't going to be forever. You got people like fucking Leafy, who just got completely deleted from YouTube. And I actually just said this a day or two ago. Someone asked me, what do I think about Leafy being deleted from YouTube? And I said, I don't think it's fair. Why are you singling out this one guy just because he became one of the most popular people on YouTube to talk shit about people. He was getting millions of views on a video. He got targeted by YouTube for saying that his content was bullying, and his channel got deleted. My opinion is, everyone who does that should have that treatment, or no one. It's one or the other. You can't go one way or the other and only target one guy and let everyone else get away with it, right? You can't. It's got to be all or nothing. So it's either Leafy's gone, then everyone who makes that garbage content's gone, or you just allow it and admit that your website is a toxic cesspool and you promote garbage slander content because you want to make a buck on ad revenue. It's one or the other. And YouTube has to make that fucking decision and that determination. They can't continue to be hypocritical and allow thousands of people to make garbage, content like this idiot who fucking slandered me yesterday, but then delete Leafy off their site. It's one or the other, man. And I'm not defending Leafy and his content. I'm just saying that shit ain't right. That one guy gets targeted and other people who do just as worse, if not even worse stuff, right, get in trouble for it. That's bullshit. Okay? All right. So anyway, guys, that's the story. That's why I just wanted to get off my chest. I know most of you don't give a fuck anyway, but just in case, because you know what's going to happen. You're going to have dumb fucks who are going to probably come to stream, and they're going to be saying, Phil's a pedophile, and he condones this movie, and fuck off. I'm not going to see the movie. I don't give two fucks about the movie. I don't even have Netflix. How the fuck could I even see the fucking movie, you stupid idiot? I literally did 5 minutes of research, got facts about what was going on, relayed those facts on my stream, and somehow this idiot spins a story that's completely a lie. Go fuck yourself. Okay. Now, let's get to positive stuff again, now that we got that shit out of the way. Alright? Let's do some shout-outs for those who contributed during the stream today. First of all, we had a couple overnight contributions. We had Golden Colts, who cheered overnight, and we had K-Styles 1998, who subscribed for 45 months. Thank you very, very much, K-Styles. I appreciate that. The first tip of the day came in from Neil Druckmann. Oh, boy. Well, that's a very long name. I'm going to say Neil D, so that way it doesn't take up the entirety of my leaderboard here. Neil Druckmann, to me, $4.20. Of course, it's the real Neil Druckmann. We all know this, okay? And he says the following. I heard you loved my game, and you'll be using my likeness for next... Oh, he says, I'll be using my likeness for my next project's protagonist. Hope you don't mind. You'll have a man bun comb over and a septum piercing. You'll be known as the woke vegan. Thanks. That's cool, man. That's really cool to hear, Neil. Hopefully, within the first 5 minutes of the game, your main character protagonist gets a cactus shoved up his ass, spun 3 times, and then a bunch of people bludgeon you with stones. I mean, that seems to be how you treat the protagonists of your games. So, I guess that's what's going to happen to you, too. The woke vegan will be turned into a pile of fucking putty in the first 4 minutes of the new game. Alrighty, then. Of course, that's a reference to how he treated Joel in Last of Us 2. Alrighty, then. Continuing on, Ninstaroon did a 50-bit cheer, and he says, shout out to Beautiful Butterfly. They're being annoying. Can you ban them, please? What? Shout out to this guy. Can you ban them for me, please? Wow. Damn. I will not do that, but damn. I don't think I've ever seen someone get shouted out and immediately request to ban them. That's pretty funny. The Paradox 988 has resubscribed for 14 months. It says, keep up the good work, Phil. I cannot wait for the 300 vest streak. Well, we'll see if we can get there. If we can, amazing. Like I've told you guys, this year, overwhelmingly positive so far. Your support has allowed me to get back on my feet financially to the point where now I know for a fact I can afford at least, I should knock on wood. As long as nothing goes wrong, which so far nothing's going wrong, I should be able to afford at least one of the 2 new consoles right now. Okay? So I'm excited and, good stuff coming out and going on in the next few months. So thank you for that support. Will we hit a 300 vest streak? I guess we'll see. Nose Vacuum did 100-bit cheers and I'm sad. Can you unblock me on Twitter? I did almost nothing wrong. I did almost nothing wrong. I like this. I like this. So why did Nose Vacuum get blocked on my Twitter? Well, last night I tweeted about this dumb fuck content creator who lied about me, and he responded with a Wings meme, and I can tell you exactly what it was. It was Wings of Redemption, raging on a microphone and turning green like the Hulk. And I immediately blocked it. I immediately blocked it from my feed. I was like, I didn't want to see that. And it was funny because I didn't realize who it was until after I'd already blocked him. I blocked, as I was blocking, I saw it said Nose Vacuum. I said, oh, wait, I know that guy. And then it blocked. And I was like, oh, I can't even find his account now. All right, so Nose Vacuum, if you actually email me your Twitter handle, I'll consider unblocking you. How about that? It was a spur-of-the-moment thing because I was very angry. I was very upset. Angelo Bestia cheers, and I'm happy you're playing this game on stream. It feels like we were playing the game together. I enjoy the community spirit, and this playthrough coincides with the new Robert Pattinson Batman trailer from 2 days ago. Did you see it? I did. I liked it, although I'm not 100% sold on Robert Pattinson being Batman. He looks very much like Bruce Wayne. He, like, fits the bill for that millionaire playboy kind of a guy, and I think that, boom, that's a really good casting. Now, I hope that he can pull off a really good Batman. And like I said, maybe this will finally be the movie where we can forget that he was freaking in Twilight. Maybe he'll actually be taken seriously. I guess we'll see. Furious Kirk 6 cheers says, what's going on with the Control DLCs and Samurai Jack? I never heard updates on those. I know you bought the deluxe edition of Control, so hopefully it doesn't go to waste. I just explained it. I didn't feel like those were games that were going to hold attention for very long. In fact, Samurai Jack, I probably wouldn't even understand the game because I didn't watch the show. And sadly, people just didn't like Control as much as I did. I liked the game. I loved the plot. I didn't like the gameplay. I thought that the gameplay was kind of subpar, but I loved the plot. People didn't see it that way, and they thought it was boring. And every time I mentioned a Control DLC, people were like, nah, I don't want to see that. So that's why we're not doing it. Okay? Druckmann deserves shame. Tipped me $1.30. It says, supposedly per a data mine leak, there's going to be a Chell Portal 2 skin coming for Fall Guys on September 3rd. Interesting. Well, I think if I had a choice, I would want Peabody over Chell, honestly. I think I would. I would want Peabody over Chell. So I'm going to try to go for Peabody tonight. See what happens. Angelo Bestia cheered again. He said, I want to give you peace of mind. I'm the one behind the silly tips like Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Kylie Jenner, and JFK. I never do chargebacks. So I don't want you to mistrust my silly tips. I don't mean for my messages to upset you, so I'm sorry if I ever have. Just want to support you, having a harmless laugh. Yeah, and don't worry. There's a difference between, okay, you're doing a silly name, and I'm impersonating another chatter and trying to get them in trouble, or I'm purposely doing this to protect my identity, and then I charge you back later. There's a difference. And don't worry, Angelo Bestia, if you are tipping under silly names and, you know, saying something silly, that's very different, and that's appreciated, versus some asshole who's going to do it to hide their identity and then later on try to screw me over, okay? So, no worries there. Thank you. Pissing Demon resubscribed for 33 months. Says, you think there are female detractors? Likely there are. Lies for Soul did 100-bit cheers. Says, as VIP, can I come over and watch the Justice League? No, because you're not a VIP. Lies for Soul cheered again. He says, I challenge you to a rock-off. Give me a chance to rock your socks off. All right. Starburster, Timmy $5 says, are you suggesting that Cuties is the Schindler's List of movies? Oh my god, that running joke continues, huh? Well, thank you, Starburster. Maybe it is. I would think maybe Schindler's List would actually be the Schindler's List of movies. I'm just saying, but, you know. Okay, then. Lies for Soul cheered again. He said, you want a rap battle? No. Your boy Bob did a 100-bit cheer and said, drag him. Thank you, your boy Bob. Lies for Soul cheered again. He said, can we talk about how great Batman vs. Superman was today? No. Hot Stuff Chris has resubscribed. Thank you, Hot Stuff Chris, for 45 months of support. Appreciate that. Nose Vacuum cheers. He said, you should copyright strike the guy. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to copyright strike the guy. I told you, I don't play that game. I don't flag videos on YouTube. I feel YouTube should be smart enough to know that this kind of content should not be allowed on its platform. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to flag the guy's videos. That's not what I did. Lies for Soul did a 110-bit cheer. He says, can you never pick up Morrowind and start an Elder Scrolls Oblivion playthrough? It's okay if you don't have to play Sin Divided. It's a shit game anyway. I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you. You're the top cheerer of the day now. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Jethro's Main cheered and said, why do I have people messaging me saying, welcome to Band World? I have no idea. You're not banned. So I don't know what's going on there. Just ignore them. And like I said, if you're actually going to watch people on Twitch, I strongly recommend you turn off the ability to have open DMs. It's a very bad idea. All right. So today's Monday. We don't have many shout-outs to do here. But thank you to the following people who cheered so far, including Jethro's Main, Furious Kirk, Ninstar Rune, and Golden Colts, who tied for 5th place. Your boy Bob and Angela Besha tied for third. Nose Vacuum in second, and Liceversol in first. I don't believe any subs have been gifted so far. I have to reload this because the leaderboard didn't update for me. But I don't believe any subscriptions have been gifted so far. Let me reload my chat and see if that is correct. If it ever reloads, because it's not reloading. Oh my god, let me try again. I really need to restart my laptop. Oh my god, it's running so bad. I fucking need to restart this thing desperately. I keep forgetting. It won't load, just keep saying failure to load. Let me try one more time. Okay, it looks like it's actually loading this time. Yep, no one's gifted a sub yet, so. Alright guys, let's take a break. I'll be back after the break with the premiere of Batman Return to Arkham City. I'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you so far.